Right Place, Right Time is a Real One film from 2023. This is directed by Michael Kennedy. It's written by Chris Woodley. And we have a cast including Kaitlyn Leeb and Emmanuel Kabongo. And ordinarily, Real One films about writers, rom-coms about writers, I usually like them. Speaking as an author, that element of relatability is something that I tend to find quite appealing. Not in this film. I really, really disliked this. I'm willing to admit I'm overthinking it, but I can't deny the fact that it really irritated me. This focuses on Paige, and Paige's mother wants her to join her company. But Paige just wants to be a writer. So her mother basically gives her a deadline. Either try and get a publisher interested in your book by this date, or you will join me in my company. How utterly ridiculous. Yes, I'm maybe overthinking it, but I really get annoyed when anything misrepresents the difficulties of becoming a published, established writer. Usually films don't do it so flippantly, but this one makes it seem like, oh well, you can go and submit to a publisher, they'll be interested, you'll have a published piece within a couple of weeks, you'll be earning millions, and you don't need to worry about getting another job. It's utterly disgusting, because there's no reason, first of all, why Paige couldn't do both. She could work for her mother or do any other job while submitting her work to publishers. She can't just hang around hoping for the best. And also, even if a publisher takes an interest in her work, and I'm not going to say whether or not that happens in case you do watch the film, even if they take an interest in her work, A, she's not immediately going to be an established writer. B, she's not going to be able to survive on the income from one published piece, at least not immediately. Maybe it'll become an instant bestseller and she'll rake in millions, but it's very, very unlikely. I know that it's not meant to be taken this seriously, but I get so irritated when films, and it doesn't actually happen that often, but when films misrepresent the difficulties of becoming a writer, and it seems to suggest, or at least Paige was seeming to think, and her mother seemed to think, that all it would take is a publisher to say, yeah, maybe we could consider this, and suddenly she'd be a wealthy writer. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I had no faith in the narrative. I thought Paige was really unlikable. I did not care for her as a character. So that, coupled with the really annoying narrative, just meant that there was nothing about this that I didn't like. The rest of the film is fine, by which I mean the other characters are fine, the lighting's fine, the camera work's fine, everything else about it is okay. If you can overlook the fact that the narrative's just a bit ridiculous, then maybe you'll enjoy it. But personally, from my perspective, I wasn't able to do that. I did watch the rest of the film, but I just found that I just couldn't get into it. I wasn't enjoying it. And then obviously not liking Paige as a protagonist just meant that, for me, it was not a good experience. It's unusual for me to really dislike a Real One film. Usually I'll either love them or they'll be okay. But Right Place, Right Time, I never want to watch again. I didn't think it was a good film. It really, really annoyed me. So unfortunately, I didn't like it. And unless you think you can overlook certain aspects of the narrative, I'd say it's probably not worth watching.